Hey guys, my name's Sam here, and today we're looking at the new LF Series 4 Goku with Dragon Fist, of course. And we're gonna be look at the events. There's nothing really new except for a raid and crystals, which is good. So we're gonna be looking at the new banner and the LF Goku and EX Rose. There is no new units besides those guys, and it's gonna cost 4.5k to finish the whole rotation. And these GSP will be all only if you can have 5 of them, and you can use it on a guaranteed sparking. I don't think this banner is really worth it in terms of value, but maybe. So the only new units is this guy and this guy. I think the banner itself sucks because you have to like 0.17, and there's a bunch of bad units here. So this banner format is just not it. I think they need to go completely back to its old self, not just do these kind of things. They also lost the free multi, which sucks. So let's look at the new EX Goku Black, who is very surprisingly here, because just LF Rosie just came out, but it's fine. His stats, of course, suck ass. Like, it's really bad. Even at 7 stars, they're not even that great. He shortens allies substitute count, which is he shortens allies substitute count if they're both future and powerful opponents, which is kind of restrictive, but it could be good. He gets 30% damage inflicted, which is good, and he gets Drowsy, which is always very good. Honestly, this maybe like kind of like it has some good, but it's just an overall not that great because it's very restrictive, and even then he's a support unit, not a damage dealer. So these two things are not great, and the first one is just very restrictive, making this a very bad main ability in my opinion. Okay, anyway, unique Harbinger of Dark Future. Applies itself per alive battle member is 30% damage inflicted, reduced damage, and -3 blast and strike cost. This is very good in the beginning, but if you lose members, this might just be really bad. So I don't think that unique is very good. Beautiful Utopia applies the following effect to allies that are both future and powerful ones. Very restrictive, of course, which makes it kind of bad in my opinion. But he restores 10% health each time you leave the standby, and he gets 25% key damage inflicted, and he gets 30% key recovery, which is alright. I don't think it's insane. It's pretty good. This is pretty good unique overall. His strike blasts are not special. His special is just alright, and his special key is just alright. And his key, this is a very bad Z ability. Yeah, this Z ability is very bad. So overall, EX Goku Black does not look worth it to me. I honestly would skip him. So overall, it's a skip right there. And we have 0.5 LF Series 4 Goku. 0.5 sucks, so I'm just not happy about it. We're going to have 3 stars, and his stats are just not looking good compared to EX Goku Black, but his defense stats will make him very squishy, and even his attack stats are not that great. His strike attack is okay. Everything else is just bad. So overall, I'm not liking his stats. Anyway, his main ability, I'll finish it. He gets an ultimate arts called Dragon Fist of Rage next. Restores own key health by 30% and key by 40%. 30% damage inflicted for 15 counts. Okay, so I know his ultimate arts is very insane. It's an almost guaranteed kill, so I'm gonna say that right now. This main ability is probably gonna be insane just because of that. He heals key, which is very good. I mean health. He heals health, which is very good, and he gets key. And 30% damage inflicted is nothing to scoff at for 15 counts is very good. Not insane, but very good. So honestly, this main ability is honestly probably his best part of him because that's just a really insane main ability. Unique abilities. A good clean fight. He just gets 70% damage inflicted when battle starts, cannot be cancelled. That's a very good starting damage inflicted. And every time an enemy comes in front of you, which means like if you switch in, you get key and stuff, and if they switch it out again, you get more. So you're guaranteed 30% key and 50% damage inflicted for allies for 15 counts. I think this is a very good ability because you just get it for free, and then if your enemy switches again, you get a free damage inflicted for all allies, meaning that your allies just get 50% damage inflicted if you want to switch right away, which makes it very good. And it also gives you more key, which is probably his worst. I looked at this kit beforehand. He has no key, and that means that this might be his most important part of his unique. Applies the following effects to every time an enemy uses a strike or blast. Whenever he's outside the battlefield or in the battlefield. He gets 5% damage inflicted up to 50%. Consider that he already has 70% damage inflicted, and he gets 50% more. That's going to be very high damage inflicted from him, and he gets reduced every time he gets hit by 20% up to 60%. So this is only really useful if he's getting hit. If he's not getting hit, you're just wasting this, of course. But he gets 5% damage inflicted, which is insanely high. And he gets 70%, so he's going to do 120% just after this happens. So you want to start with him so you get used to this, of course. So also, it's just from the first two uniques, he's going to do so much damage. Because he gets 30%, 70%, which is 100%, and another 50%, it's 150% damage inflicted. He's going to do so much damage. But honestly, this unique ability is very situational, but it could be very good because he could do so much damage. And finally, his final unique, Billowing Wrath, receives 0 damage when changing cover for the first time, which means if you cover change into him, he's going to be rescued. So it just rescues any person you use it against, which is always very good. And he doesn't get a +1 to sub count or anything, so there's no con to it. Just use it if you can. And applies a falling effect to self per damage defeated enemies. So basically, last man standing. Reduce 10% health, which you should use before you use any battle member who dies, because you want to use this right away. So you should just use it right away and then heal it up right away. Thing is, his stats kind of suck, so he might not even be able to tank with 60% damage inflicted, reduced damage. He restores 10% health, and he gets 20% damage inflicted for lost enemies, which is going to be a lot of damage, because he's already doing so much damage. And he gets 20% to his already very powerful ultimate damage. So honestly, this unit is very good, if you can get last man standing. His strike and boss are normal. Special move, light speed 10 times Kamehameha, deals massive damage. Massive is always a lot of damage. Has the following effects per Pompon activation, 30% damage special moves, and cancels attribute downgrade and abnormal conditions. So basically, you can't debuff him when he uses special moves. You can just easily cancel it if you just use a special move on activation. It doesn't have to be hit, just activate it. Very strong special move. And his green card. So basically, if you hit it, you get damage inflicted, which is always nice on top of his insane damage. And he +5 on sub count, and then he inflicts Force Switch. That could be insane if you want to switch into someone that's weak against him, so this could be very insane. And he also has Boss Armor. He has Boss Armor special move, so both of these are pretty good. And then Dragon Fist, probably his biggest asset, is his main insane ultimate, which is massive damage. That's gonna be good. Notifies enemies' endurance. You can't endure against them. This is gonna be very insane. And depending on the battle member status left, he gets 30%, 50%, gaining 100% minus damage cut, which means you can't cover change against him. And if he's last man standing, you can't cover change, and he does 70% more. Yeah, that's something insane. This is probably his strongest part of it is his ultimate. And he gets 10% damage inflicted if you ever use these cards. So, it's pretty good. And his ability is very good. Sun Family and GT, which is two teams. Sun Family is probably a better team, of course, but GT being very likely to be a very strong team due to the fact that they said that they will be buffing them. So, honestly, I think this Elf Goku could be probably ridiculously good, but right now I don't think he's insane due to the fact that his stats sucks, and he has no draw speed and no ki. So he's really dependent on upon them switching. If not, then he's going to be not doing as much damage. But yellow is actually a very good color for Saiyans and GT and Sun Family. So honestly, I think Goku is going to be very good. I don't think he's going to be insane, just not. But I think his banner is a skip just because he himself is not that insane. He only has 0.5 and there's no new units. So if you want to summon, you can summon. But I just think this banner is a skip. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope to see you guys there. Peace out.